video, I will talk about 5 books which in my opinion are one of the best to tread the path of spirituality. But before we talk about books, let's understand what is a spirituality. Spirituality, in my opinion, is a broad concept with room for many perspectives. In general, it includes a sense of connection to something bigger than ourselves and also a search for meaning and purpose in life. Alright, so let's talk about 5 books which can help you in the development of your own spirituality. The first book is The Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramhans Yogananda. Autobiography of a Yogi introduces the reader to the life of Paramhans Yogananda and his encounters with his spiritual figures of both the East and the West. The book begins with his childhood family life, to finding his guru, to becoming a monk, and establishing his teachings of Kriya Yoga meditation. The book continues in 1920 when Yogananda accepts an invitation to speak at a religious congress in Boston, United States. He then travels across America, lecturing and establishing his teachings in Los Angeles, California. This book is an introduction to the methods of attaining God realization and to the spiritual thought of the East. Apple founder Steve Jobs once said in an interview that he read this book once every year, and this book has helped him in his own spiritual quest. And I have read this book myself and I found it really inspiring. So that's why I kept it at number 1. Next book is Nothing to Do, Nowhere to Go by Thich Nhat Hanh. He's a Buddhist monk and a world famous spiritual teacher. In this book, he contends that each one of us is already a Buddha. The enlightenment we seek is always within us, waiting to be realized through mindfulness and concerted spiritual work. This truth pushes us towards practice in the hope that we may awaken our potential and live up to what is inside us. This book may help you in awakening the Buddha inside you. The third book is Reinventing the Body, Resurrecting the Soul, How to Create a New You by Deepak Chopra, who again is a famous spiritual guru in the United States. In this book, he argues that the modern lifestyle has severed the bond between the body and the soul. In his efforts to restore this bond, Chopra presents 5 breakthroughs that address the body and 5 that addresses the soul. He also walks readers through a fascinating discussion on how energy affects spiritual and physical health. Deepak Chopra has inspired millions with his profound teachings over the years. In this book, he invites you to experience with him the miracles that unfold when we connect the body to the soul. Coming to the 4th book. The 4th is Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse, a German writer who won the Nobel Prize for Literature. This book deals with the spiritual journey of self-discovery of a man named Siddhartha during the time of Gautam Buddha. In order to complete this novel, Hermann immersed himself in the sacred teachings of both Hindu and Buddhist scriptures and lived a semi-reclusive life in order to achieve his own spiritual enlightenment. And coming to the last book, A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. Some of you have already read his book, The Power of Now, which is again a bestseller by Eckhart Tolle. In this book, Tolle shows how transcending our ego-based state of consciousness is not only essential to personal happiness, but also the key to ending conflict and suffering throughout the world. Tolle describes how our attachment to the ego creates the dysfunction that leads to anger, jealousy, unhappiness, and he shows readers how to awaken a new state of consciousness and follow the path to a truly fulfilling existence. So these are the 5 books which I'm sure will certainly help you on your journey towards spirituality. If you like this video, you can just click on subscribe button. Thanks for watching it.